have continued to perform in
Also deeply honored by the presence of Dr. Adil Samariwala.
of the Athletics Federation of India. He has
Sir, Dr. Lalit K. Manoj.
On behalf of the Athletic Federation of India, on behalf of Nagaland Athletics, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to Nagaland, the land of festivals. I take this opportunity to say a special thank you to President of SAF, Dr. Lalit Kumar Banod, for his mentorship, his guidance, and his visionary leadership, which has brought the annual general meeting here to Kohima. A special thanks and gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister, without whom all that we do will not be possible. His support, his mentorship, his guidance, and the mandate he gives us allows us to dream big, to think tall, and to achieve high. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time that an annual general meeting of a national sports federation is taking place here in Nagaland. In more than 60 years of statehood, this is the first time that an AGM is coming here. It is not only symbolic and significant, but it is historic. But before that, the AGM coming to this far corner of the country exemplifies the vision of the Athletic Federation of India. The vision to create national unity, national integration, and national oneness. To use the platform of sport to unite the country. To use the platform of sport to bring the far-flung regions of India into the national mainstream. To use sport, to use athletics, to use the talents of the country to contribute to the nation-building process. And today, we are so grateful that all of you have made it to Kohima, to Nagaland. Chief Minister, sir, every state of the Union of India, Union Territory, sports boards, representatives of corporate houses are here today to participate in this AGM. Friends from outside, you must have heard, you must have read about Nagaland and Kohima. You'll be aware that Nagaland is the 16th state of the Indian Union, far from the capital of Delhi and the rest of the country. But let me tell you, friends, that Nagaland has made great contribution to the journey of India. In sport, we gave the country its first Olympic football captain. Ashok Chakras, Mahavir Chakras, public leaders, judicial luminaries, top bureaucrats, Nagaland has given its best sons and daughters to India's journey. We have contributed to the nation-building process, and we will continue to contribute. Today we are gathered here in Kohima. Kohima is an iconic and a historic city. More than 80 years ago, where we sit today, where we stand today, was the scene of battle. Violence, bloodshed took place here. The legendary Battle of Kohima during the Second World War took place here in Kohima. One of the fiercest battles in history, considered as the Stalingrad of the East, voted as the most important battle that Great Britain fought in the modern century. This battle changed the course of history. It stopped the advancement of the Japanese forces into the Indian subcontinent. If the Japanese forces had reached Dimapur to that airport or taken over that highway which you took yesterday and reached the railhead, perhaps the future of democracy, the future of history in this part of the world would have been different. Kohima is a history-changing city. Kohima and the Naga people contributed towards the triumph of democracy and the protection of freedom. We hold pride that we have this special place in history. We welcome you to this historic city which today I am hopeful, and we are all hopeful under the leadership of Dr. Lalit Banod, that the Athletic Federation of India will also make history. This AGM should not only be symbolic and significant, but take actionable points and decisions that will determine the future of sport in India. Chief Minister, sir, you will be pleased to know that the Athletic Federation of India was awarded as the best federation in Asia. The Athletic Federation of India was amongst the top 4 federations in world athletics. Today, the AFI signifies the top benchmarks and cutting-edge standards of Indian sport. Athletics to the AFI, track and field to the AFI, has come to the front and center of the national sports narrative. Today, our athletes are winning medals at international levels in different continents. The icing of the cake being Neeraj Chopra's 2 consecutive medals at consecutive Olympic Games. And I am sure the best of Indian athletics is yet to come. Chief Minister, sir, today in this house, they are gathered here, Arjuna awardees, Padma Shris, national awardees, national coaches, sports scientists, the top administrators, and they will decide and strategize on the future of Indian athletics. We will decide on decisions that will determine how Indian team will train for the forthcoming Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and the Olympic Games. We will also chart new strategies, how to develop sport, how to promote infrastructure, how to bring the talent in the far-flung regions of the country with opportunities to reach the highest levels. This is the ambition and the aspiration of the AFI. Dear friends, thank you for coming to Nagaland. It's difficult to get here. The roads are a little bumpy. We make sure that you burn some calories in your journey. Our hotels are not the most luxurious. Facilities and infrastructure is not amongst the best. But let me assure you that our smiles are genuine. Our handshakes and our hugs come from the heart. I wish you a memorable Nagaland experience. But do come back with more friends, more family. And wherever you go, it is our request that you will be ambassadors of Nagaland and the Naga people. Thank you for listening. Jai Hind, Kupnalin.
First of all, I will express my gratitude to the government of Nagaland to take this initiative of conducting this meeting here and extending the support for the successful conduct of these 2 days meeting. I will like to appreciate the efforts made by our Vice President, Mr. Abu Mehta, and I must say that he has raised the bar of these meetings, of the organization. So we appreciate your efforts, Mr. Abu Mehta, for doing the excellent job. And it will be, attract other federation also, but we will not allow you that, to come here and conduct the annual general body meeting here. The way he has looked after everyone, not from the airport, but when we started our journey, he was keeping the track of everyone. He prepared the entire program. His organization ability is at par. He is very outstanding in organizing the things. And the Athletic Federation, which is very deeply, involved in the development of athletics in the country, and the purpose of taking all the meetings at different places is to create interest among the states, that they should be more keen, they should take more interest, and they should be involved in the activities of athletics. We look forward that the Nagaland will produce athletes in the future, will run the athletic program in the state itself. We will extend all cooperation, help, technical help to Nagaland to develop athletes, to develop athletics activities in the state. Indian athletics is the biggest federation in the country. And I must inform you, sir, that we are running a biggest program of the grassroots level in the world. We call it National Inter-District Athletic Meet. We have more than 650 districts who are affiliated to Athletic Federation of India through the states. We are doing the national championship for them, where they are paid all their travel, food, accommodation, and then we select the talent out of that competitions and then nurture them for the future. We are doing now lot of competitions in the country, more than 40 in numbers, and also in the northeast, so that the athletes from the northeast don't have to travel to Trivandrum or Delhi to take part. It becomes the financial also affordable. It also do not waste the time. So we are doing lot of activities, and I take this opportunity to request you, if you start some academies here, we will definitely contribute for producing good athletes from Nagaland, better athletes, so they can be good runners, they can be good middle long distance runners, they can be walkers. So it is not that everyone should be like our President Bahadur Singh. So you don't have to be very tall, but even if you are short, you can have a more, instead of explosiveness or power, you can have a more endurance, so you can win there also. We will have a program for Nagaland, and I hope under your leadership, we will start some academies here to develop the athletes from Nagaland. With these words, once again, I thank you. Thank you for coming and taking interest in the athletic activity. And once again, I appreciate our friend, our Vice President, Abu Mehta, for his efforts, endeavor to make this meeting successful. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Nagaland Olympic Association and also the people of Nagaland, take great pleasure in welcoming each and every one of you to Nagaland Land of Festival. It is indeed our privilege to host and to have you in this, the historical Kohima, the capital of the state. We are deeply grateful to Dr. Lalit Kumar Banut for his concern and his vision and initiative taken to have this annual general meeting of AFI. And this, I believe, from all the states and union territories, the Federation's member has come. It is an honor for us to host you. And this is our first time that we are hosting such a federation of the national level. And I hope you will have a good time, a memorable time, and also take serious decisions for the upliftment of the sports in the country. As Abu Mehta had stated, Nagaland is the 16th state of the Union of India, and as historic Nagas, many of you have heard that Nagas are headhunters. Well, I think any savage or not cultured people, they kill others and also they fight among themselves also. But that is our history. And then war came to our doorsteps. As I'm told today, you are visiting the Second World War museum, cemetery. Interestingly, when Britishers came to our land, Naga Hills, under Assam, in 1832, the skirmished and the attack, though they had taken over the whole country except some kingdoms who did not surrender. But when they reached Naga Hills, it was very peculiar. We have no king, no rulers, so they have to fight every village they cross. And for the 47 years, till they defeated and made treaty with the Nagas in 1879. Fighting with the British were there. And in big villages, even the British officers and their soldiers were killed. So the last fight was in Kohima, where they took over the fort, and the British officer who was killed, his memorial is still there. So like that, during that period, British recognized the Nagas, and also to protect others and to protect the tribals. And they introduced a bill known as Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act of 1873, that outsiders in the plains are not allowed to come to this region. If you come, you need inner line regulation and given protection that you cannot buy land or immovable properties. And the law also says that you cannot buy antiques or those precious articles. If you are caught, you are fined, you will also face imprisonment. So those kind of restricted, travelers were restricted. And they introduced and protected. Though they governed, they did not interfere into our local administration, our rich tradition, our culture, and our customary law. When we came under the Indian Union, through an agreement of 16-point agreement in 1960 and a statehood in 1963, there was a desire for the Nagas that British law should prevail in our state. And that's how, even today, though a lot of leniency is there, but that exists. And that is our story. So, in the Constitution of India, a special provision of Article 371A, when you study, you will know that even in India, we have made a privileged people protecting from that exploitation of others. Now, because of Second World War, and the First World War was the Britishers dominate us, and therefore labor crops in thousands were taken to Europe, and some died also, so their memories still presents And then we have their memorial stone laid also in Kohima. And when India got freedom, 1947, Naga had not properly negotiated. There were misunderstanding. That's how this Naga political issue persists even today. Now, ceasefire and dialogue is going on, and the state. Today we run an assembly of 60 MLAs, opposition-less government. Why we could come together is we want solution for the Naga political issue. That has brought us together. For Nagas, our story is full of struggle and problem. And today Nagas are living in some in Assam, some in Arunachal, some in Manipur and Nagaland. And a big group is in Myanmar. Because the boundary demarcation, it was an imaginary line drawn without consulting the Nagas. Therefore, even in Myanmar, they live in Saigon province, Saigon region, and I had been to the capital, Maniwa, that is their capital, about 137 kilometers from Mandalay. And we used to have meeting because Government of India gives some funds for development in the international borders, road construction or education facilities and medical cares. And when we sit with Myanmar Chief Minister, though after election was conducted, the Chief Ministers are mostly from junta military, and so they come and have meeting with us in full uniform. And we used to have good discussion, and that is our life. So today, in Myanmar, after the junta government, there were 3 elections, one in 2010, 2015. Then after that, Aung San Suu Kyi was dethroned again by military. And only last year, December, there was election and government installed again. But in this election also, the military junta has a nominee, power to nominate 25 persons of MPs. So if you want to win, then you have to win not only just majority, but it's a tough job. In all these 3 elections, yes, Naga self-autonomous government in Myanmar, they elect MLAs and they are running government for the 3rd term and MPs 3rd time. So this time also, in all 3 elections, Nagas have 4 MPs working in Myanmar Parliament. And though we are divided like this, we Nagas have emotional integration, social, cultural integrations. And therefore, today, though we are divided, we are emotionally integrated. I believe you are going to cemetery. During this Second World War, 1970 1944, April to March. During this period, my father was also an army man. They participated in the Second World War, but mostly they were used as scouts of the armies because Japanese had taken over Burma, now Rangoon, Myanmar. So scouting, and they used to move with the armies and find out the routes of the coming and how to defense. Mostly, I'm told my father was detained after some time in the Shillong Happy Valley as training instructor. And therefore, those days, life was tough. All village equally suffered because villages surrounding area were burnt and people suffered. After the Indian independence in 1947, the bachelors were given opportunity to take discharge from the army, and those who want to go home and build up families. So that time my father also withdrawn from army. And that's how 3 of his children, among the 6 boys we are 3 of us were sent to citing school to become a soldier like him. And today, though we could not become soldier, we have become a public leader. And so this is our life. Now, though Nagas are divided, as mentioned, in the agreement, when statehood was given, there was a point that integration of Naga contiguous area should be implemented. And therefore, this is pursued, but though whether physically it is possible or not, we're emotionally integrated. And mostly during Hornbill Festival, the tribals, all the tribals come to Kohima for the festival. And why we call it Land of Festival? Because all tribes, 17 recognized tribes, they have their festivals in their own locations. And the culmination is coming together having this Hornbill Festival. So we look forward to many of you come to see the festival, which is now national and international. And every year we have country partners from different countries like America, Japan, or even neighboring countries. UK is one regular partners, and that's how Naga society is growing slowly, surely, but gaining a society has become a literate society, having, I think, crossed 90% literacy rate. Well, I want to really give my appreciation for Dr. Lalit Kumar Banot, President South Asian Athletic Federation, for his personal initiatives and vision in bringing us all together. And I feel that this kind of coming to the Northeast, Otherwise, many of you will never see Nagaland also. So it is a really national integration. This will strengthen us. And integration and inclusiveness, and particularly in this difficult part of the Northeast. So we really appreciate, and under your leadership, you have taken the sports, particularly athletic federations, to a new level, not only in the country, but South Asia. So our appreciations, and in your speech, you have also encouraged us that you will do what is possible to help Northeast, including Nagaland. Our state, we are also trying to promote sports, and I'm happy to say that Mr. Abu Medha, who is the Federation President, Athletic Federation President, has been doing well, and you will be visiting our Olympic office also. We are fortunate that we have a good house, and sports, other activities also are using the facilities together, and some disciplines are maintained, and little progress has been coming up. I want to give you information. After Nagaland statehood, after 41 years of statehood, we got affiliated with Indian Olympic Association. After 41 years, and that's how we are far behind. We are too much engaged in our quarrels or insurgency and instability. Our state is still marked as a disturbed state. And Armed Forces Special Power Acts are there. But anyway, after becoming affiliated with the Indian Olympic Association, we have made huge progress, and we produce also Olympian in person of Chikruvale, who is here today, and many activities, but we still lack in infrastructures. We don't have, except for one, IG Stadium, athletic track facilities. We're trying to develop one more in Chimogadima. And I hope with your support and cooperation, and the cooperation and support from the corporates, your CSR's programs, if some infrastructure can be taken up, it will be a great help and push. You are aware, Northeast and Nagaland, our youth are vibrant, talented, and committed. But the raw talent is not enough. You have to be coached, disciplined, and motivate, even take them for exposures so that they can catch up with the rest of the country. So our infrastructures, I hope things will improve. State also trying his best, and I'm sure your coming here will motivate our sports personnel and also give helps. Till today we have not had any establishment of Sports Authority of India, SAI. They have no institutions. So we made a request. We have built a half stadium, a seating capacity of 35,000, which they had committed to take over. And they will have astroturf ground also, athletic tracks also, and then hostel facilities. And many disciplines can come up there. So we hope to grow slowly but surely. So today, as we have come together, I'm confident that this AGM will not only be a historic in symbolizing, but also meaningful, and the outcomes of our shaping and your decisions that will positively influence the future of India sports. So with these few words, I wish you all the very best and success. And I wish you'll have a pleasant stay, and I'll be hosting dinner as announced tomorrow night. I see you again there, and I hope you'll have a good time with us together. Thank you and God bless. Jai Hind.